Good afternoon. As promised, I'm just going to put up another little pausing exercise, really with how we are holding all about the continued coronavirus and the restrictions in our lives. And indeed, you may be cocooning. You may be like the vast majority of the rest of us in our country right now that are adjusting to the new social restrictions and the 2 kilometre radius that we have to stay within, and indeed the fact that it has been announced that will continue till May. Or indeed, you may be going to terms with the fact that you've had loved ones who have got the virus and who has been ill. Or indeed, you may be aware of loved ones who have passed away from the virus. I'm conscious that this is a very challenging time for us all. And equally, it's a time where there's a lot of community outreach and goodness between people. So I'm just going to invite us, as I would normally do, to just become aware of your whole physical body right now. And as we do this exercise, I myself am going to be staying with how I'm holding all about where I'm at as well within the journey I have with the virus and its impact in my daily life. So just taking time now just to become aware of your breath and your breathing. Just following that rhythm of your breath for a few moments. It may be helpful to close your eyes or gaze downward, but just becoming aware of that. Just noticing now your physical body, your feet, the fact that you may be touching the floor that's underneath them, your legs, your back, right up to your shoulders, your neck, and your head. And just really becoming aware of your whole physical being right now. Just giving space to your physical body. Just momentarily here now. While attuning to the rhythm of your breath. And just taking in one or two deeper breaths and letting them out. Now I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness more to around the whole area of your torso and your throat, chest, and tummy. Just allowing your awareness to rest there now. I'm just going to invite you in an invitational way, just sensing how are you holding all about the coronavirus at this time, freshly in this moment, now that we are a number of weeks into this crisis in our country, in our communities, and indeed within our families. So how are you holding all about the coronavirus? So just inviting you now to pause and notice what may come in a bodily way as we're here together. Just notice whatever feelings are there. And just inviting you just to give them space to be and to breathe. Just welcoming them in this moment. Mm. Even as I do that for myself, there comes a little easing here. It's a little bit less tight. Just you may notice if a little easing comes for you. And if so, just giving space to that now, allowing it to be and to breathe. Just pausing with all of that now. And even inviting you to notice how has this particular weekend been, given that it's our Easter weekend. Lots of families would unite and come together and share time. Has that brought for you freshly challenges for you, difficulties? Just noticing what comes again and how you feel around all of that and how you're holding it. And just being gentle with whatever comes within you. Maybe a sense of really missing loved ones. Maybe a sense of frustration or anxiety. Or indeed, there may be a sense of this feels so surreal and strange, almost like this is beyond comprehension in a way. Or indeed, as most of us are doing, we're trying to connect through technology with our loved ones. That may bring a sense of relief, also may bring a sense of sadness or emotion. It's a substitute, it's not the real thing, yet it's better than nothing. Really inviting you to pause with whatever has come for you. Maybe some of what I have mentioned, or maybe more of what I have not mentioned. Just welcome and sit with whatever is there now for you, allowing you to be and to breathe. Don't have to agree with it or disagree with it. Don't have to get into a dialogue with it. Just giving it its own space. And as you're doing that, noticing, does it bring a little easing in your body? Feels a little bit lighter or looser. Just noticing now. If it has eased a little, just allowing that to be and breathe too in your body. Just becoming aware of it, allowing it to have its own space. And now I'm going to invite us to almost like visualize placing whatever has come aside just for now. Maybe on the floor beside you, maybe even outside the space that you're in right now. Just that there's you and all of that. So you're getting a little distance from it. You and that part of you that's trying to manage all about the coronavirus. And yet we are so much more than all of that, and yet it has become almost the totality of our lives at this point. Just placing all about what has come aside just for now. And now I'm going to invite you just to notice in a very curious way what's been the strength that's kept you going or is keeping you strong during this time. What is that strength? What has kept you going? Notice what comes. Just giving space to that. Just really noticing. It's the support of your loved ones, or friends, or aspects of your community. Or indeed, do you find that even with this coronavirus, that you're finding a new resilience inside you? Just noticing what strengths are keeping you going. If something has come, just allowing that strength to have its own space, to be and to breathe. Noticing the feel of all of that right now. Now I'm going to invite you to place all about that aside now too. Maybe on the floor beside you or in another room or even outside the space you're in this moment. I'm going to give you a moment or two to do that. I'm going to invite you to notice if you can have a sense of gratitude at this time. Sense of gratitude that is often very important to nurture ourselves. Just noticing if you have a sense of gratitude for just even the smallest things at this time. And just giving space to that now. Just marking that. You know, for me right now, it's the kindness of those around me that really touches me. And their caringness. Just maybe noticing for you what comes. Just giving space to that. Noticing how your body is holding all of that. Now I'd like to invite you, as we come to a close to this exercise, to notice if there's a sense of difference compared to when we started. And if so, just giving space to that difference. Just allowing it to be and to breathe. Just really doing that, allowing it to be and to breathe. Allowing it to fully form. And just gently and slowly, to your own time, allowing your awareness to become more present in your own space right now. I hope that that was helpful. I'm also new to this technology, teaching myself at this time how to do this. And I noticed one or two little noises came in from emails on my computer, and I hope they weren't distracting. And please take care and mind yourself and all of our loved ones during this continued time of challenge.